So here is the problem. One point charge of minus 1.2 coulombs has been given and a velocity is also given. Find the magnitude of the force exerted on the charge if E bar electric field is given, if B bar, that is magnetic field density is given, and C, both are present simultaneously. So the first thing, what we have to find? We have to find Fe bar and Fm bar. That is the force due to the electric field and also force due to the magnetic field. Third one is force due to the electric field plus force due to the magnetic field, that we have to find. First thing is, what is the force due to the electric field? So the first thing, what is the force due to the electric field is going to be, we know that Fe bar is equal to Q E bar newtons. You know this formula. Just you substitute in this. Minus 1.2 into, what is E bar? Minus 18 AX bar plus 5 AY bar minus 10 AZ bar. So you just multiply, and he asked the magnitude of the force exerted. So by solving this, you will get a vector quantity and you have to find the magnitude by taking the modulus of that. So what is my answer is going to be, you just check. I am giving the textbook answer and you just check it over, and this is 21.6 AX bar minus 6 AY bar plus 12 AZ bar. And what is the magnitude of this Fe bar is going to be? Fe bar magnitude is going to be root of 21.6 whole square plus minus 6 whole square plus 12 whole square. This is my magnitude, and this is going to be 25.4275 newtons. Please check it. This is the textbook answer. And if you go for the second one, what is the second one? Fm bar. So how you can find the Fm bar? What is the formula for this? You know that Q V bar cross V bar. That is the formula, and this is going to be minus 1.2 into, what is V bar? V bar given here 5 AX bar plus 2 AY bar minus 3 AZ bar cross V bar. And what is V bar? V bar is also given minus 4 AX bar plus 4 AY bar plus 3 AZ bar. So how we can do this? First you multiply minus 1.2 with all these quantities. So you will get minus 6 AX bar minus 2.4 AY bar minus into minus plus 3.6 AZ bar. So if I multiply this with this, I will get this quantity. Cross minus 4 AX bar plus 4 AY bar plus 3 AZ bar. So how can I do the cross multiplication of these two quantities? So just I will take the determinant and Ax bar, Ay bar, Az bar, and the first minus 6, minus 2.4 and 3.6, minus 4, plus 4 and 3. Lecture. So Fm bar is equal to this determinant. Now you have to solve this determinant to find Fm bar, that is force due to magnetic field. So how to solve a determinant? We can solve along any line or any column. So we will solve along a line. Here the first component, delete the first row and first column and take this determinant. Take this determinant. Here this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So which formula we have to write? AD minus BC. AD minus BC we have to write. So minus 2.4 into 3 minus BC, 3.6 into 4. So this is the first term in the expansion of the determinant. The second term is going to be, for the second term coefficient, what we have to write? We have to write a minus. For the third one, plus. If there is a fourth one, then we have to write a minus. So plus and minus, plus minus alternatively we have to take. So minus Ay bar into, to solve this Ay bar component, we have to delete this column and this row. So the column and row to which it belongs, Ay bar belongs, those column and row should be deleted. Here A, B, C, D. So AD minus 6 into 3 minus BC 3.6 into minus 4. That we have to write. So Az bar. So to find the coefficient of Az bar, what we have to do? We have to delete the row and column where this Az bar situated. So if you delete this, A, B, C, D will remain. So this is minus 6 AD minus 6 into 4 minus BC, that is minus 2.4 into minus 4. So this is the process of expansion of the determinant, 3 by 3 determinant. Now, so what is the expansion is going to be? So this, what is the expansion this going to be? Minus 2.4 into 3 minus 7.2 and minus 3.6 into 4 will be 14.4 into Ax bar. Next, first we will expand this bracket, afterwards we will put the minus in there. So here minus 18 minus into minus plus 14.4 into minus Ay bar. And next, what we will get? What we will get? Az bar. So minus 24 and minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus 2.4 into 4 will be 9.6 into Az bar. So with the expansion you will get some coefficient into Ax bar, coefficient into minus Ay bar and coefficient into Az bar. So to find the total force created by the electric field and as well as the magnetic field, I got electric field force component, electric force component as this vector and the magnetic field component as this vector. So how to add these two vectors? So this is nothing but a simple one. First add Ax bar to Ax bar. So here 21.6 Ax bar is there, minus 21.6 Ax bar is there. So what I will get is 21.6 Ax bar minus 21.6 Ax bar, because plus into minus minus. Next, this is the Ax bar component I got. Next thing is minus 6 Ay bar and plus 3.6 Ay bar. So corresponding Ay bar components I have to add. So this is the way of adding two vectors. And next one is 12 Az bar minus 33.6 Az bar. So what is the result I will get? No Ax bar component will be there. No Ax bar component will be there. So only I will get Ay bar and Az bar. So minus 6 plus 3.6 will give minus 2.4 Ay bar, and plus 12 minus 33.6 will give minus 21.6 Az bar. So this is the total force I will get due to electric field as well as the magnetic field. So this is the unit newtons. So F bar is equal to minus 2.4 Ay bar minus 21.6 Az bar newtons. So to find the magnitude of this total, what we will do? We will take the square of this y component and square of this z component. So what is the answer we will get? So I will give the textbook answer as 21.7329 newtons. You can check this with your calculated answer. So this is the total problem, and we have done one problem with the 3 parts. So we go for the next problem. So this is the second problem in your topic, and it is the problem on force due to the magnetic fields. So here a current element I1 delta L1 bar. This delta L1 bar is nothing but I1 d L1 bar. Both are same. So element I1 delta L1 bar is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 Az bar ampere meter. This is the unit. A dot m అన్నది చూసారా, ఇది యూనిట్ అన్నమాట. దీనికి కరెంట్ ఎలిమెంట్ కి డిఫరెన్షియల్ కరెంట్ ఎలిమెంట్ యూనిట్. E is located, and this current element is located at P1 1,0,0, while a second element I2 delta L2 bar is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 into or of 0.6 Ax bar minus 2 Ay bar plus 3 Az bar ampere meter is at point P2. Both are in free space. ఈ రెండు కూడా ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాయి? ఎయిర్ ఫ్రీ స్పేస్లో ఉన్నాయి. సో why he has given free space means you can consider only mu naught and you won't consider mu r. అంటే ఇక్కడ mu naught కన్సిడర్ చేయండి, mu కన్సిడర్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ఎందుకని? you know that mu is equal to mu naught into mu r, where mu r is the relative permeability. It depends upon the medium in which it is located. So mu r will be 1 for free space. So your mu will be only mu naught. So you will consider only mu naught, and you know that mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 Henry per meter. Mu naught consider చేయటం కోసం both in free space అని చెప్పాడు. Find the vector force. That means find the force. He asked for vector force, not for the magnitude. అంతకుముందు ప్రాబ్లంలో మనం ఏం చేసాము, magnitude క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసాం. ఇప్పుడు ఓన్లీ వీ కెన్ ఫైండ్ ద వెక్టర్. డైరెక్ట్గా ఏ వెక్టర్ అయితే వచ్చినా వెక్టర్ ఉంచేస్తే సరిపోద్ది. ఏ వెక్టర్ అడుగుతున్నాడు, ఫైండ్ ద వెక్టర్ ఫోర్స్ ఎగ్జర్టెడ్ ఆన్ I2 డెల్టా L2 బార్. అంటే I2 డెల్టా L2 బార్ అనే వెక్టర్ మీద I1 డెల్టా L1 బార్, సారీ కరెంట్ ఎలిమెంట్ మీద I1 డెల్టా L1 బార్ అనే కరెంట్ ఎలిమెంట్ ఎంత ఫోర్స్ ఎగ్జర్ట్ చేస్తుంది, ఆ ఫోర్స్ని క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయమని అడుగుతున్నాడు. సో ఇది మన ప్రాబ్లం. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయాలి, ఆల్రెడీ మనకు ఒక ఫార్ములా ఉంది. ఏమని, ఆల్రెడీ కనుక ఒక కరెంట్ క్యారియింగ్ కండక్టర్ ఉంటే కనుక ఈ కరెంట్ క్యారియింగ్ కండక్టర్ మీద ఇంకొక మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఎంత ఫోర్స్ ఎగ్జర్ట్ చేస్తుంది అనే దానికి మన దగ్గర ఫార్ములా ఉంది. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్ములా ఫర్ దట్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్ములా ఫర్ దట్ అంతకుముందు మనం చేసాం. ఏంటి ఆ ఫార్ములా, force exerted F2 will be I dl cross B bar. Already మనం ఇది చేసాం, ఆల్రెడీ ఫార్ములా చేసాం. సో we will use that formula to find this F2 bar. We will use that formula. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయాలి, మనం ఏం క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయాలి అంటే ఆల్రెడీ ఈ కరెంట్ క్యారియింగ్ కండక్టర్ ఉంది కదా, ఈ కరెంట్ ఏదైతే ఫోర్స్ ఎగ్జర్ట్ చేస్తుందో ఆ కరెంట్ క్యారియింగ్ కండక్టర్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసే మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయాలి మనం. సో మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫ్లక్స్ డెన్సిటీని క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయాలి. ఫర్ దట్ వాట్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యూజ్, వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యూజ్ ద బయోట్ సెవెట్ లా. బయోట్ సెవెట్ లా ఏం క్యాల్కులేట్ చేస్తుంది, బయోట్ సెవెట్ లా విల్ క్యాల్కులేట్ ద ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ హెచ్ బార్ని క్యాల్కులేట్ చేస్తుంది. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్ములా, బై యూజింగ్ బయోట్ సెవెట్ లా, బై యూజింగ్ బయోట్ సెవెట్ లా I can find the field at first current element. So this is going to be I1 delta L1 bar cross AR 12 bar divided by 4 pi R12 square. This is the formula, you know this. And so you know, first you have to find AR12 bar. So you have 2 points. And you know that first point is 1 0 0 and the second point is minus 1 0 0. So what is 1 2 bar, AR12 bar అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి, 2 minus 1 అంతే కదా. ఏమని చెప్పాను నేను, సపోజ్ APQ బార్ దీని యూనిట్ వెక్టర్ కనుక్కోవాలంటే ఫస్ట్ Q కాంపోనెంట్ తర్వాత మైనస్ P కాంపోనెంట్ చేయాలని చెప్పాను. సో ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే ఫస్ట్ ఏం చేయాలి, 2 సెకండ్ కోఆర్డినేట్స్ నుంచి ఫస్ట్ కోఆర్డినేట్స్ తీసేయాలి. సో వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ బార్, దిస్ సబ్ట్రాక్షన్ విల్ గివ్ -1 AX bar plus 0 minus 0 AY bar plus 0 minus 0 AZ bar. This is your unit vector. This is your unit vector. So these two will be 0. So my unit vector will be -2 AX bar. my unit vector will be minus 2 ax bar. So this is my unit vector from point 1 to point 2. This is the field. To find the field. So this is not the unit vector. To find the unit vector, this is the R12 bar. This is the R12 bar. To find the unit vector AR12 bar, what I have to do? I have to take the R12 bar divided by magnitude of R12 bar. This is the unit vector. This is the unit vector. So, what is R12 bar? Minus 2 AX bar. Divided by what is the magnitude of this will be? Its magnitude will be minus 2 whole square under root, which is nothing but minus 2 AX bar. Square and root will be cancelled out, and here this will be root 4, that will be 2 itself. So, my answer will be minus AX bar. So what is my unit vector? This vector is going to be minus AX bar. This vector is going to be minus AX bar. Now substitute this in this value. So my DH1 bar is going to be I1 delta L1 bar. What is I1 delta L1 bar? That is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 AZ bar cross minus AX bar divided by 4 pi into, what is this R12 square, which is nothing but this vector's magnitude. What is the vector's magnitude? Which is going to be 2. Which is going to be 2. And vector's magnitude is going to be 2, and its value will be so this is 4 pi r square, because this is the value of R12 bar magnitude. So whose value is equal to square 2 will be cancelled and it will be 2. Its value will be 2. So this will be 2 square. So here DH1 bar is equal to minus 10 to the power of minus 5 AZ bar cross minus AX bar. So what is its value? You know that in cross multiplication, AX bar cross AY bar is equal to AZ bar, and AZ bar cross AX bar will be AY bar. Here AZ bar cross AX bar will be AY bar. So this will be minus 10 to the power of minus 5 into AY bar divided by 4 into 4 pi. So its answer will be, so I will give the textbook answer for this, and it will be minus 0.25 and this is DH bar minus so it is only the answer minus 10 to the power of minus 5 by 16 pi AY bar ampere per meter. This is the DH bar. But what we need actually we don't need the field intensity, we need the flux density. So magnetic flux density dB1 bar is going to be mu naught dH1 bar. So that is nothing but 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 into minus 10 to the power of minus 5 by 16 pi into AY bar. That is equal to, unit will be ampere per meter square. Unit will be ampere per meter square. So, which is nothing but Tesla. Which is nothing but Tesla. So, pi will be cancelled and its answer will be minus 0.25 into 10 to the power of minus 12 AY bar Tesla. This is the value of dB1 bar. And now, what is the value of F1? I will rub this. So here, this is not ampere per meter square, it is Weber per meter square, which is called Tesla. You just remember Tesla as unit, which is Weber per meter square, which is the magnetic flux density unit. And the second one. So dB1 bar is minus 0.25 into 10 to the power of minus 12 AY bar Tesla. Now I will write here and I will continue there. So now the force exerted order is very important. Force exerted on I2 delta L2 bar due to I1 delta L1 bar. What does it mean? The force exerted on this I2 delta L2 bar due to the magnetic field dB1 bar. That is the meaning of it. So, force exerted will be F2 bar will be I2 delta L2 bar cross dB1 bar. So you have calculated this. So what is the cross multiplication of these two? So at first I will write the vectors. What is I2 delta L2 bar? This is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 5 into, it is given in the problem, 0.6 AX bar minus 2 AY bar plus 3 AZ bar cross minus 0.25 AY bar. So there is no need of cross multiplication. That means no need of a determinant, drawing the determinant and solving the determinant to find F2 bar, because the other dB1 bar is having only one Y component, so we can straightly multiply this. So we will see how to multiply this. Here so for the multiplication, 0.6 into 0.25. So 0.6 into 0.25 will give minus 0.15. That is minus 0.15, and what is the value we have? Along with this we have 10 to the power of minus 12 also, and this 10 to the power of minus 5 and 10 to the power of minus 12 will give 10 to the power of minus 17. So we will multiply both of them, and 0.6 into minus 0.25 will give minus 0.15. You can check with your calculation. This is the textbook calculation. And first multiply AX bar cross AY bar. They are in order. AX bar cross AY bar will give AZ bar. So next multiplication, minus 2 into minus 0.25, which is nothing but minus 0.5. Minus 2 into minus 0.25. And here, if you multiply these two, AY bar cross AY bar, cross multiplication of the same elements will make it 0. So we will just skip that. Next thing is 3 into, so otherwise I will write. So this minus 2 into, that is 2 into 0.25 into AY bar cross AY bar, this will make 0. This will make the total quantity to be 0. So next thing is plus into minus, minus 3 into 0.25, 0.75 into AZ bar cross AY bar, Z after Y. So the order should be Y after Z. So the order is reversed. So my value will be, after YZ will give X. That is, if the order is reversed, it should be negative. So I will write the total final answer, which is nothing but minus 0.15 AZ bar. This is becoming 0. So minus into minus plus 0.75 AX bar into 10 to the power of minus 17 newtons. So this is the force exerted on I2 delta L2 bar due to I1 delta L1 bar. So this is the last topic and last problem in the forces due to the magnetic field.